Hold on. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. I'm excited. And extremely tired, by the way. So if I look like shit, please excuse me. It's just I'm grieving. I'm really grieving and going through a withdrawal from my own stuff. And it's messy. And it's just icky, and it leaves me feeling going from when I get triggered, it's like I really trigger, not just a regular trigger. When I get really triggered, like I get very like my body gets so tense, and like it's just blocked. So it's hard for me to like receive everything. Hey J Ray, welcome. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm doing okay. I'm just explaining here a little bit about like when I get really triggered, you know, like when we get really out there, like people bring you out of your character type of energy. It almost seems like my body gets so tense, but then I get sick, right? Because I'm trying to calm down and see the bigger picture, and then kind of like just stay in the heart instead of the mind, right? The ego, which is the ego's like, you know, angry and frustrated and irritable, but then the heart's like, it's okay, stay centered. So when I stay centered, it's like, okay, then it's like I can cry, because initially the trigger is showing me something about where I'm not healed yet. And the funny thing about it is, when I was kind of just reflecting, I really sat in the emotions and saw why I was so triggered, because I was reminded of some shit my mother used to do. She used to do some really fucked up shit, and you know, take over my space, steal things, you know, like on purpose, move my stuff, break my things, and she would like throw my things away on purpose, so to get a rise out of me. And so I would initially just ignore. I would ignore her. So she knows she crossed boundaries. I don't want to talk to her. And instead of her understanding that, she would threaten me by saying, like, you know, my brother, I'm gonna call David to come whoop your ass. Kind of energy if I ignored her. So I couldn't even be upset with her. I had to pretend, right? I had to avoid and pretend that like nothing was going wrong, just so that I could survive in the house. Because if I if I showed her I was still mad, my brother would come and like, it would be terrible. I mean, I would get choked out. I mean, you know, beaten. And so like these triggers are like becoming very apparent this week, so that I can just work through that. Why am I sharing this with you guys today? Because I feel like I kind of needed to kind of get me like, kind of share with you guys a little bit about why I get triggered, or why, you know, this is still a sore spot and I don't make the best decisions when I'm triggered like that. Right? And so I'm human, and so we're working with the energies. I'm getting triggered right now at work. Oh shit. Yeah, you're getting triggered at work. So yeah, comment on there, comment as to why you're getting triggered, how this triggering is like mirroring something, an area of your life where you still remember things where you were, you know, treated unfairly, or things happened to you, if you want to, right? But that's kind of why I shared it, because I'm like, this has to be talked about. Like, clearly I have an issue here. I can't keep suppressing it and pretending that it doesn't get to me when it really does. Yeah. Yeah. So, we're gonna do the 12-sign forecast. Are you guys ready? I'm scared because I'm so tired. But we're gonna do this 12-sign forecast. We're gonna spend about 7 minutes. 7 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes on each sign. Because I don't want to spend 10 minutes. I don't have the energy for that today, okay? But I'm gonna get it done, okay? Hey everybody, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. 4:42. Like I said, I'm gonna try my best to get through everything because I'm so tired. My body's beaten up. I had to take medicine. Like, it's the withdrawal, y'all. It's the withdrawal. I'm crying. I'm feeling like shit. Hey, welcome, Mahina. It's good to see you. J-Ray's like, yes. J-Ray's like, I'm not talking about this shit at work right now. I'm like, okay, J-Ray, I get you. Whenever you do want to talk about it, you talk to us about it, okay? All right. Okay, some of you guys, again, the people that I read for, you guys are going through something, like, you guys are going through some real shit, and this is what I'm talking about. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it, and you know why we don't want to talk about it? Because it's really hard for us to process this shit, whatever this is that we're going through. The triggers keep happening and keep happening and keep happening, and we've been trying to avoid it for a very long time because that's how we knew how to, or we ran to some type of coping mechanism to help us ease the pain. But we're getting to a point where, like, it doesn't matter. We're running to the coping mechanism. We could have been going through withdrawal and then we went back and relapsed. We could be eating, drinking, smoking, over-exercising, overindulging, sex. We could be, you know, doing whatever just to help us cope. But it just seems that even the coping at this stage isn't enough. Because we're too smart. We're too aware of what's triggering us. And instead of just running from it, the divine's like, okay, you're ready. Your guides are like, come on. We're ready now. We could delay this all we want. At the end of the day, the triggers, like even when we're in our coping mechanisms, the significant others could be triggering us. The alcohol or the people around the alcoholic environment, or, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, even TV shows could be bringing some shit up that is triggering for that reason, because it's time to look into it. With the Seven of Wands, I'm getting like these triggers are coming whether you like it or not. And they're breaking through these illusions that we want to form. And the only reason we're calling it illusions is because it's too painful. It's too painful. And some of you guys just want to give up because it's too much. So Aries, the divine is saying, though, you're ready. You don't have much time, pain left, really. Or even if you do, which I don't think you do, the pain that you're experiencing at an all-time high, the reason the triggers are at an all-time high and you feel it is because you're literally in it. You're in it already. You know you're in it, but it's like you need more time even while you're in dealing with the triggers. This is how you know you guys are almost done, because you've been doing this work for a long time. This is why it's so easy to go into the addiction, relapse, right? And then stay sober and deal with that nasty withdrawal for months at a time, even a year or two at a time, and then relapse again, because it's real deep work. And instead of you guys feeling guilty, which you shouldn't, instead of you guys feeling discouraged, which you shouldn't, it's actually a testament of how hard you've been working. It just doesn't feel good, or you may be feeling guilt because you feel like you're running back to the addiction. Well, you did, but here's the thing though. You did it because of the pain. It was a lot of pain. I mean, you're dealing with years worth of fucking pain at the same time. So if you're grieving day in, day out for months, even years, on and off, is because of that's how bad the fucking pain is. That's how much shit you were traumatized with since childhood, since birth, right? And so we're not gonna make your pain, we're not gonna dismiss the pain. We're actually going to talk about it. Because it's time. Here, you have the big fear that you can't deal with it, you can't handle it, you keep telling yourself you're gonna quit, you're gonna give up on yourself, you're gonna quit life, but you're not. This is what you guys are trying to tell you. This is you already here, handling it better than you could have ever expected, because you're strong enough now to deal with certain things that you weren't able to deal with in the past. I mean, that's amazing that you guys are getting triggered, and instead of like running to the addiction, you're sitting still and asking the universe, why is this triggering me? And then it's bringing you back to moments in life where there was injustice, where you were treated like trash, where you were looked at as inhuman or less than, where you were like literally being sabotaged. That's what you're looking into, and it's painful because it's coming from the people you love the most. Realizing that your best friends or the people that you loved were actually your enemy, that shit hurts. To see it for what it is, that these people are actually your enemies at the same time. And you're still navigating all of that as best as you can. Just remember that. Here's the thing that's happening. It's like these next 3 months are going to be pivotal, because when you fully surrender, stop going to the coping mechanisms and live like sober and straight on, do you know what's going to happen? It's going to be painful, but look, you're going to transmute the pain. This is what I'm saying. You're already doing it with or without acting out or the addiction. You're already dealing with the work with or without the addiction. The addiction is only going to delay, but really it's not even numbing. Because you don't need the numbing. You don't need it. You're doing so much crying, so much healing, so much embracing of what has happened to you, and you're listening to your inner child, and you're validating yourself. It's vindicating yourself. This is you transmuting the energy of what has happened to you and forgiving yourself, the people around you, and just letting that shit go, because it does not define you. Yes, you survived it, but it does not define you. And you no longer choose to live by shit like this to define you. You want to define your own fucking self. Because you were never able to when you were a child, but you can now. Hey. What'd you say? Is my chocolate addiction bad? Girl, this is bad. Rebecca! Oh my God, I love her. Go, Jerry. I have it also. He said chocolate addiction. What, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's certain addictions we run into. Like, okay, if it's the chocolate addictions, those aren't that bad, right? Those aren't that bad. As long as you're not like it's hurting your health or you're diabetic or some shit, then it would be bad, right? But like, okay, for example, it's like being around certain people that we're not supposed to be around. Certain jobs that are toxic as fuck, that we know we should have left a while ago, but we didn't. Because there's something here about us, there's something soothing within that energy that we keep interacting with that reminds us of our past. Or maybe we just keep getting land in situations like this and wondering why we keep ending in situations that remind us of home. Because the triggers need to happen to get us to heal and ascend or evolve, whatever you want to call it. Either way, we're still coping, okay? And those coping mechanisms never really go away. We just manage them. Okay, but the reason we're talking about this today is because there's so many people who actually struggle. Okay, like drinking, drugs, sex addictions, codependency. Those are addictions. Maybe fighting, getting angry, like anger, and it's things that causes to get things like anger and pride and shame and guilt. All those things are at an all-time high. When you start feeling like that, when you don't start feeling sober on the inside emotionally, we're not sober. Do you see what I'm saying? We may not be acting out. We may not be doing all these things, coping mechanisms. For some of you guys, it's just, again, doing things that are like borderline about to get you in trouble. Not feeling healthy. Things like that is what I'm talking about too. That counts. Okay? But anyways. Aries, I know why. You know why. Please understand that your feelings matter. Your feelings matter. Okay? All right, that was for my Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Taurus. Has some taste of Garrett's popcorn. Oh my God, me too. Oh, the cheese and the cheesy popcorn. Oh. J-Ray, you gonna make me hungry. Taurus. All right, we're gonna use the Magical Dimensions, my favorite deck. I didn't say that in front of the Anime Tarot because Anime Tarot loves me, okay? We've had, it was my first deck, okay? But the Magical Dimensions though, it'd be lit. Okay. These two cards together is the best. Okay, Taurus, bro, you're going through a vortex. Holy shit, Taurus. This week, you're receiving information This is what I'm saying. It's like the more aware we become, not only of our triggers, when we embrace our triggers, when we really sit still in meditation or just sit still in presence. We don't even have to call it meditation. Let's call it presence. When we sit still with ourselves, it's like at this stage of the game, you're so advanced. And I don't want to label it to like, we don't need to label it, but there's something here about you just understand energy. You understand the meaning of energy, what it's doing to you, how it influences you. You understand people, energetic vibrations, people, places, and things through that, right? But the point is, it's like when you sit still, you understand there's a big shift happening for you. I'll clarify. It's like you could have vibrated at a frequency where you retain trauma, anger, pain. You could be storing a lot of that very, very old energy that you've had in your system for a long time. And now it's like you see yourself, you see the pain. Some of you guys are seeing the fucking pain, not just feeling it, you're seeing it for what it really is, and you're in it, and you allow it to be transmuted. You're transmuting it by embracing what this anger is, and then like really seeing it. It's like you see yourself for the first time in this energy, and it changes your life. It changes your life. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, it's like you finally see, this week you're going to understand something at a deeper level. And whatever this is, it's exactly what you needed to get you out of this dense energy you've been around or surrounding yourself by, and you're going to send that. You're going to take certain actions that are going to tell the universe, I don't want to be around this energy anymore. This could be like energy vampires. This could be like an environment you socialize around, and you've been trying to give this environment the benefit of the doubt because there's some part of you that really enjoys this. But then it's like the more you're in it, you realize this isn't for you anymore. So some of you guys are going to take the necessary actions, steps to prove to the universe that you don't want to involve yourself with this. And you're going to see how quickly the universe responds to you making that statement and saying, I no longer choose to resonate with this. It's going to elevate you, and it's going to send you somewhere else. That's how quickly you're going to go into the 5D. Because some of you guys were struggling in between the 4D to 5D. You were struggling with certain energies. You were struggling, being around the familiar and then staying in the new, which is where you really want to be. And it's like you finally decide, I'm ready. You're ready to fully transition from the 4D or the things in the past to the 5D. This is a real transition completely. This is you having enough faith in yourself to know that you want different. And so you do. Which is why number 17 is Gaia, awakening, preparing, relocation, ascension. You are fully invested on this 5D present path. You're going to be surprised with how good that feels. Because you're finally giving yourself the chance to live in an environment, a frequency with no drama. No drama, no toxicity, no chaos, no familiar patterns that you broke out of a long time ago. But somehow you still get yourself involved in it. Right? It's like in this new frequency, in this new path, you don't deal with that. It's simple. It's calm. It doesn't alter the nervous system. It doesn't make it shake. You're in peace most of the time. And I feel like you well deserve this. You deserve this. So congratulations for doing the hard work, being able to part ways with what does not resonate with who you are becoming now or who you are now, and letting it go. Congratulations, Taurus. This is exactly what you needed to fully transition, because I know in Lionsgate, the Happy Birthday Leo reading, we were talking about how the light is shining. Some parts of you are in the 5D, some parts of you are in the 4D, but the light's going to shine, and the more it shines, it makes you realize that you're actually split between the two, and the longer you wait, the more uncomfortable this becomes, because versions of you are here, versions of you are in the past and in the present, and now it's time to fully integrate. You're going to jump to the present, okay? If you guys want a deeper understanding of that, go to the Happy Birthday Leo. Oh, actually, I didn't put that one up. It might have been the 8-8 portal. Birthday 8-8 portal. Yeah. All right. Hey, Nathan. He said, I love you. Are you the energy vampire, Nathan? I dropped my card, but that's okay. We're gonna use the messages of light. How's everybody doing? I love y'all. This is a big shift for us. This is the week. This is an unforgettable week. This is the week we're never gonna forget. This is the week we finally choose to fully embrace the 5D. We're fully in it. Oh my God, that was confirmation. The lights flickered. And once we go here to the 5D, we're never going to go back. This is the last time. I'm going to cry. This is the last time in a very long time that we're going to be around people, places, and things, old energies that remind us of the version of us that's in the past. This will be the week where we finally choose the present version of us, and we fully let go of that last part of us. Once we do that, we're never going to go back. So this is why some of you guys are going to go through some real healing. You're going to go through some pains or heartbreak. You're going to cry, because this is a significant moment on your journey. In your journey. I promise. What's going to come after this in 3 to 4 months from now, it's going to change your life. Once you're fully cemented in the 5D. Okay? Okay. Let me timestamp. Hey, TMKC. Welcome. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. That's what we're feeling right now. Exactly, J Ray. We're in it. We're transitioning. It's the last time. So cry and cry, because we know it's been over. We know it's been over. We just have been like kind of holding on to it a little bit longer, because we know it's done. We know it is. So if we cry this week for the next 2-3 months, it's because we know it's officially over. But it's really, really over, because you could have tried to left this energy behind a while ago, and you did good, and then there was a part of you that just could not fully let it go because you were still holding on to it. This is the week where once you release it physically, in the physical, you let these people, places, and things go and transition to the 5D. That's when you're going to grieve for the next 3-4 months, because it's fully over. You're going to, it's been over, but you're going to accept it. We are going to accept that. Damn, I just got hungry. What the hell? I ate like 2 hours ago. This is not right. This ain't right, y'all. I want my chips. Gemini, 2404. Here's a witch. A witch. You're a witch? Okay, witch. Well, happy birthday, J Ray. Happy birthday to the Virgos. I did a Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgo reading for y'all. I did it early, though. Hey, Mahina. Love, love, love. Spirit's telling you to eat. I'm starving. Can I do a chip break after Gemini? Chip break. Yay. Let me stop. Everybody get your snacks. Oh, I love you guys. I love, 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 love you guys. Okay. I have guidance, integrity, and isolation. Yeah. The universe is asking you, the universe, first of all, they love you. They think you're a fantastic, upstanding, moral citizen. You are upstanding, you're good. You don't think so, which is what's funny, which is why you're very humble. You don't think you're an upstanding, moral person, or like you try to live your life as best as you can. But there's something here about, although you have integrity for other people or in the way you show up, there's something here about lately, it almost seems like you've been lacking or you've been feeling like you're lacking a little integrity within yourself. And I'll explain why before you kill me, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all why. There's some part of you that feels like you haven't been living justly or rightly for your own self, for your inner child. Oh shit, for your inner child. So you may show up, do the right thing, live day in, day out, do your thing, but then there's some part of you that feels like you compromise your own morals, values, or integrity for other people, places, and things that are not good for you. So there could be certain people in your energy that kind of like take this, they try to have you compromise yourself because they want to see how far they can actually get you to compromise yourself. And they've been trying to do this for a while, and for some reason, I think there's a part of you that has been getting better at this, but you're starting to realize that you don't want to be around people who have you compromising yourself. This is why integrity for self is crucial. You could have integrity and the best intentions for the world, and you could be an upstanding citizen and show up and do the right thing, but if you don't do that for yourself, it's going to kill you. 100, exactly. That's right, Melina, 100. It's going to kill you. Because if you let others do that shit to you, if you don't live in a way that shows integrity for self, if you keep compromising your own views, your values, yourself for other people, it's lack of love. It's lack of love for self. And I think this week, you're finally going to get that, and you're going to choose yourself fully. You're going to let go of people, places, and things, and limited belief systems that are in direct conflict with who you are. Direct conflict. Because you can no longer tolerate disrespect of self. You can no longer tolerate people crossing your boundaries, or you can no longer tolerate things like that, right? People who push your boundaries, or situations that are so toxic, they have you questioning yourself. You will no longer tolerate that, and you go on your own. Some of you guys are willing to go on your own so that you can strengthen this within yourself, because you would rather be alone than to compromise your integrity any longer. It is not a good feeling. You don't like it. It makes you feel lost and confused, and that's not who you are. Because when you're in your own presence, you don't feel that way. You feel fantastic. You feel like you're doing the right thing. You feel like you love yourself, and you want to be around an energy that it's an expression of the way you love yourself, not the opposite. Because the longer you keep hanging around certain people like that, or even environments that compromise love of self, it's going to hurt you. If it hasn't been hurting you already, you feel it. This is what I'm talking about, that you don't feel emotionally sober. We don't feel emotionally sober because we keep surrounding ourselves with people, places, and things that are taking, that are trying to take from us. But then we don't feel emotionally sober because we keep letting them. We keep involving ourselves around situations, places, or things, or coping mechanisms that are a reflection of the lack of love that we have for ourselves. And we're no longer that person anymore, so we need to choose. And I feel like this week you choose. You choose yourself. You will never, ever again allow yourself to be around energies that just take. And if by force you have to be around this energy, strict, firm boundaries. You know how to say no and not feel sorry. If somebody is a piece of shit, you're no longer going to go around trying to be nice to them. You're gonna hi and bye and get the fuck out. You're not going to disrespect them either, but you're going to say hi and then get the fuck out. You don't want any conversations with these energy vampires. You want nothing to do with them because, again, they have nothing to do with the person you are now. And as long as anybody ever tries to get in between you and your integrity, trying to have you compromise your soul, you will not allow that. Here's isolation, loneliness, reconnection at home. And by you doing that, it's like you claim yourself, your inner shadow. This is your inner shadow trying to tell you it's tired of you being around people, places, and things that keep harming, where you're harming yourself. Because it's harming you. And your shadow is not fucking happy with that. It would rather be alone and fucking grieving and calling all the shots than to be around people where you have to compromise. Your shadow does not compromise for anyone. Not even you. Just being honest. It won't compromise for you. Especially when you're doing shit that is harming you. They will not compromise. So here is you sitting still, calling home to Mother Earth and saying, I would rather be alone until I find my clan. And once you show yourself all the love that you need, self-love and healing that you need, show up for yourself and love yourself like that, then it's like you're sending a signal to the universe that you're ready to be around people who are mirroring that of you. Because as long as you keep showing up with lack of love, you're going to keep, that's all you're going to receive. Do you see why we keep attracting people that are of lack of love or a different energy? It's because that's how we feel about ourselves. So we have to physically remove ourselves from these environments or situations and then live with integrity so that we can have somebody fully live in that, fully embody that, and then we will mirror that, right? People will mirror that back to us. And at the same time, we're also going through a heart opening. We're talking about love, right? Lack of love. Once we physically remove ourselves, we open the heart up. We heal. And we truly live in love. Yay! That was for my, what was it, Gemini? Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. 100. Exactly. That was Gemini. All right. Cancer. 3255. Congratulations to everybody who had to leave people behind because they were compromising their integrity. You felt even you were doing it, but that's okay. You will no longer compromise your integrity. No longer. Cancer, I'm going to use the Messages of Light and the Starseed Oracle deck. There's something really beautiful about Cancer this week. Cancer touches heaven this week. I know, it's weird to say. But look at this card. It's like you finally see something. You finally see your worth. You finally see yourself like whole, as you really are. And you fall in love with yourself. Even deeper than you already do. You're going to fall in, madly in love with your life. It's like you finally sit in your own presence and realize you are magical. You are everything you could have ever hoped for. And this is how you want to live the rest of your life. Because you've worked really hard to get here. So for you to just really sit still, feeling holy within yourself, showing all of that love, you automatically feel bliss. This is what you've been wanting to feel, but there's something here about maybe you were feeling unworthy of that. You could have been feeling unworthy of feeling bliss. So it's like this week you get back to that. You allow yourself to really be still and enjoy integration. So higher self could be integrating with you, and it's like you allow it to. And you finally just accept that this is who you're meant to be at the moment. Oh yeah, that was confirmation. This is who you're supposed to be at the moment, and instead of fighting it or fearing, because the ego could fear that. It fears like it's not enough. You could have felt like you just were not enough to feel this blissful, this happy, and I feel like this week you finally allow it. You stop fighting that feeling of you are worthy of to come home. You stop fighting it and you realize that you're happier here than you've been in a very long time. Because some of us have tried to really, we could have felt like we were not enough, so we ran back. So the chaos, so the trauma, we went back for a little bit, but it's okay. This week you're fully integrated to this and you don't want to go back. You've had your limit. You've had your limit in whatever energy you were in, and you don't want it. This is amazing, Cancer. Completion. You're done. Something is done for good. You find your voice here. This is the throat portal, but every time I see this card, I actually get like the reproductive system for men and women. This talks about I feel, right? Even though the throat is I speak, maybe it's both. With the sacral energy, it's like your reproductive system is saying, I am ready to feel this frequency. I am ready to feel a certain way. And then your throat is like, okay, if my sacral feels a certain way, the throat is going to back that up and say, and speak on it. So this week you're going to say some truths or speak out of like who you really are, and this is exactly what you needed to get you to like push away certain energies that are not good for you, or like certain energies that you it's like you finally show up as you are and you repel certain people because of it. Yeah, you speak your truth, and it's like, I don't know, it's like I feel like your truth can be really y'all know when we get truthful what happens, right? You guys say something to somebody here. I feel like you're gonna say something to someone that you've known for a bit, but they're gonna be in shock because the way you tell them something, or the way you truly like speak your mind and your truth, it's gonna take them back because they thought they knew you. They don't. They could have had a feeling, intuitive feeling not to trust you because there's something about you that scares them. And this week you're going to like tell them the fucking truth about like just your truth. It's not like you're trying to hurt them. You're just going to speak out of who you are, your principles, your authenticity. You're going to do that. And I feel like that's going to like really rub some people the wrong way. It's going to scare them. But you don't care. You don't care if they get mad. You don't care if they lash out. You don't care. You don't care. Because it's your truth. You're not going to compromise your truth to make somebody else comfortable. For others of you guys, you're going to speak up about who you really are, how you feel, how intuitive you are. You're going to talk about your gifts. You're going to really expose yourself. And some people are actually going to hear you. They might not fully understand you, but they may be engaged with what you're telling them because they thought they got you pegged. They thought they knew you, and they don't. They don't know anything about you. Let me clarify something here for Cancer. Yeah, you don't care. You do not give no fucks. Like, no fucks given. You can't, it's like if you like don't talk ever, or if you're just kind of like saying things to people please to keep the peace, it's like you're not doing that. You don't care. Yeah, and it's gonna set you free. Once you start doing that again, or like really being yourself, not caring what people think, it's like it's gonna set you free. But you're gonna speak on it. You could have thought it, but it was like, or you could have removed yourself or avoided people, because it was like if they don't really believe what you believe in, you don't want to be around them. There's something here about you still have to deal with people you don't like, but you're gonna tell them off, or you're gonna tell them the truth, and that shit's gonna be like, what the fuck? It's gonna sting. But you're doing it out of respect for yourself. You're not doing it to hurt them, but you're gonna hurt them. Because these people don't live like you do. They're nothing like you. And so when you hit them with the truth, it's gonna fucking wake them up. It's gonna wake them the fuck up, and they're gonna be in shock. It's like a knockout punch to the system, because they're not gonna know what to do. They thought they could get away with some shit until you really show up. And I feel like that's actually kind of you. What you tell them in a way where it's like it's a kind way to let them down, because you could actually really hurt these people, you know, by being vindictive, or like you could really do that. But by the way you say it, maybe it's because you're vulnerable. When you say these things in a vulnerable way, it's gonna land. It's gonna land. It's like vulnerability, but it's truth, right? And it's gonna land. They might not fully hear you, but they're gonna feel it. Listening and centering. Yeah. Listen, there's something here about your inner self, your instincts. There's a part of you that's talking to you. When you think of sacral, I think of the inner child. So I'm getting there's a part of you, maybe it's your inner child that's been trying to tell you, I want to do this. I don't want to say that. I don't want to feel like that. I want to speak my truth. There's your inner child just wants to be. And I feel like it's time for you to let it say what it needs to say. It's like there's a part of you that wants to come out and just be and say and do, but I feel like you keep holding this one back. So listen to what the inner child or a version of you is trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you to say this, communicate this, speak from your truth. They're trying to tell you to do this because you're going to be happier. I think just somebody's just scared because maybe you were forced to like shut down or not say anything. You were forced to like keep the peace or not speak your mind around certain people because your truth was too it was too empowering. It was like too strong. And so you've been living like this your whole life. You need to tap into the person, place, or thing in your childhood that made you shut down or made you like repress your truth. Whoever it was that told you to shut up and not say certain things, you need to go back to the people that did that to you so that you can heal that. Because that's why your throat chakra is closed. The minute you allow yourself to grieve, whoever the parental figure was that told you you could not say these things, you could not speak your mind, whoever these people were, because I'm getting it's multiple people. Whoever these people were, it was a disservice. They hurt you. They shut you down. They really oppressed you. Now you're afraid to talk. So this is what the universe has been trying to get you to do, and I think you're terrified. You're terrified. Maybe when you were a child, you were not received well. You were told you were a horrible person. It's like fighting limitations that happened to you as a child. They caused like limited belief systems, and now you think that this is your truth. It's not. It's an illusion. If you speak your truth, nothing will happen to you. People may be upset, that don't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit. If they try to shut you down, yell at you, if you trigger them, that's on them. You may go home and cry because this is new for you. But you will get used to it. And you will get better at it. Okay? Alright, that was for my Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For sure, exactly. 100. Exactly, guys. All right, Leo, can I get my chip break now? I really want a chip break. How's everybody doing? Alright, I made a banana instead. I said I was gonna eat healthier. I am though. I've been eating healthier, but at the same time, I do like my chips. Okay, I eat them. I don't eat them every day like I used to, but still, I eat them like 2 to 3 times a week. Sorry guys, I need it. My blood sugar is like I'm really starving. This happens when I channel. Okay. I took a card out. I'm gonna timestamp for Leos. Leos, 4709. Okay. Seiko came out in reverse. There's something here about your needs, your your inhibitions. Inhibition sounds so like sexual, right? Your sexual desires, your inhibitions, your needs, your creativity, all of that might have been suppressed for a long time. And I feel like this week it's like boom. Because remember, when you think of the sacral, you think of the word I feel. When your sacral is blocked, you're not feeling your emotions. This week or this even month alone, these next 3 months, you're gonna turn that over. Look at all this power. All of a sudden, you're gonna turn it over and you're going to feel your emotions, and you know what your emotions are telling you? That you want real, authentic love. Real, authentic connection. Love. You want love. You want to radiate love through the roof, and you want it to be to receive. You want people to receive you and see you as you really are. The loving, amazing energy that you are, and then it's like you want it received back to you. That's what you want, Leo. More than anything. And I think you haven't allowed yourself to feel that. So you're going to do everything in your power this week to get yourself closer to that goal. Because I feel like you're going to start making it a goal. Some of you guys are aware that you guys are close to manifesting a partner that's good for you, a long-term, stable, healthy partner. Some of you guys are so close to manifesting that, but we have not manifested that because there's still some healing that needs to take place. so that we can fully open ourselves, really feel our emotions, in order for us to get there. There's some healing that we need to overcome so that we can finally finish this, right? And again, the healing is never going to end, right? But there's a cycle here, a cycle that is all about forgiveness. Some of you guys, when you think of this word, it triggers some shit within us. Like, it triggers us because of the shit we experienced since childhood, since birth, right? It's not easy to forgive. It really isn't, but I feel like some of us are willing to do whatever it takes to get us closer to that goal, which is manifesting people who truly see us, who value us, who will love us in ways that the people we're trying to forgive wouldn't or will never. Yes, love, love, love. Exactly, Mahina. And that's what we're on our way to. We're sitting here and doing all of the hard work. This card keeps wanting to come out. Initiation. Yeah. I think you're finally going to look at things from a different perspective and ask yourself, what gets you closer to meeting those needs that you have inside? For some of you guys, it's forgiveness. Opening up the heart, learning to trust yourself, having firmer boundaries, right? Because it's like, what's the point of having this amazing, perfect love come into your life, or even friends who radiate at a loving frequency? What's the point of having them come in if you're not fully ready to embrace that love? You'll self-sabotage yourself. We will self-sabotage ourselves and run back. It gets to a point where we're starting to ask ourselves, why do we keep attracting the same level of emotional available people? Emotionally unavailable people. Why do we keep attracting that? Because there's a part of us that is still not fully open and ready to love, because we're still holding on to things from our past. Maybe it's family members who fucked us over and we still haven't forgiven them. But when we do, guess what happens? We fully grieve, let them go, and our heart's open. And it's fully available for love. For others of us, it's our ex-partners, ex-wives, ex-husbands who have literally cheated on us, put us through the dirt. I don't want to say, well, me, right? But like, you know, whoever this is for. Put us through the dirt and, you know, abandoned us or whatever. We're grieving that. Because those people, when the way they treated us made us feel we were unworthy of real love. Made us feel like it was something within us that was wrong. It was not. It was not. So, this is the week where you finally look within and say, it's time to open up that heart. So what are you willing to do to make that happen? Because some of we're all ready. We're ready for the real thing. So, we're preparing. Leo. We're preparing. Yeah, you know. There's insight here that's very important. It's going to work to your advantage. The insight will work to your advantage this week. Insight and knowing. You know there's people out there who the minute you meet them, you'll know. You'll recognize soul family and know these people are for you. They'll be good to you. They'll treat you right. They'll listen to you. You're going to feel heard and understood. Where when you have a conversation with these people, they automatically understand you. You don't need to try to explain it. Or try to say, hey, have you ever felt like this? And then they respond with, no. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Or maybe for some of you guys who are emotionally unable to speak your mind because you feel afraid to, you'll be able to for the first time. You'll be around people who make you feel as safe as you make others feel when they confide in you. But this time you can confide in others. Because I feel like somebody here is emotionally repressed. They can't discuss things. They don't feel safe enough to, because they've been They've been all the things or the secrets you've told people, they've exposed them. They've used them against you. They've you know, this is why the trust issues is a real thing. It's a reflection of emotional unavailability as well. Which is why it says, or people say, it takes guts to be open. It takes guts to put yourself out there. Right? Because some people who don't have trust issues, some people who are not fucked over, they grow up and as a child, they're like, oh, well, here, there's a new friend. I want to go make friends with them. I'm going to go tell them about my life because I don't care. It's who I am. Like, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of the love I have. I'm going to give them all the love. That's somebody who's never been really hurt like that. That's what the universe is trying to get us to go back into. They're trying to revert us back into that inner child state of being where you can trust again. But not because somebody comes in and shows you you can trust them. No, the universe is trying to get us to trust that there's people out there worth loving like that you can confide in. And they're getting us to trust ourselves enough to put ourselves out there, whether we are received or not. That's emotional availability. That's hard to do. That hurt me hearing that, because I know I have trust issues. I know I'm afraid to talk. I know I'm afraid to put myself out there. So imagine how hard that was for me to tell you guys. That fucking broke me. Anyways, let's move on. Virgo. You're welcome, Mahina. God damn, that shit hurts. It hurts because it's true. Virgo, Virgo. Alright, we're gonna use the Starseed Oracle deck. I wanna use it. I haven't used this in so long. Can I have my chips now? Oh, I want to eat my pain away, y'all. There it is, the void. The void. Some of you guys are feeling depression. Some of us, all of us, probably. I am. I'm not lying. I am. I feel depression. And we've been trying to mask the depression because it's really deep. Because when we really sit in the depression or the void or the quiet, when we're still, we can't run. The truth is exposed, and we sit there and then we have to console ourselves. But it's a lot. It's not one thing. It's like a million things coming at us at the same time that are asking, begging for our attention because we've been stalling or avoiding these emotions for a long time. But it's like little by little we've been trying to sit in the depression and hear it, and it's so painful, but then we run back, and then we face it again, and it's like this is the week where you started facing it again. We started facing it again. And we understand it's going to be difficult. We know that this is going to be really difficult. Some of us are going to want to run back and keep avoiding, but there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. Some of us can hear our inner children asking for our attention, They want our attention. They want us to hear the inner child cry about things that happened to it when you were little. And this is its time. So I want you guys to think about that. Every time you feel the pain or the depression, it's the inner child asking for you to give it time of your day to hear its feelings. Because it's crying and it needs you. It needs this healing. It's not just you, your inner child needs it. But once you allow the inner child to cry, do you know how great you're going to feel? A month from now, you're going to feel fucking fantastic. I'm getting like 3 months for a lot of us. Like a 3-month season going into winter. Going into winter, we're going to feel some things that are going to just make us feel really good. Because we allowed the inner child to tell us how it feels. Remember when we were young and we weren't allowed to do that? It's like this is the time to do it because, you know, it feels safe enough to. Your inner child feels safe enough with you to cry. And we're just looking at it as, oh, it's too painful, it's too much, we can't deal with it, But really, we should be grateful. Or we are grateful. We are, because we know that the inner child loves us enough and feels safe enough to be. And we're allowing that to happen. That is fantastic. I want us to see it that way because it's going to get really difficult. It's going to really hurt, and I want us to see it and with that type of mind frame, with that type of mentality, right? Because it's going to make us feel better. To know that we're bringing in, you know, validation to our inner child. That's all we ever needed. Oh, that's all we ever needed. Anything else? See? So you're reparenting your, like, the baby you, and then this is the big you. And it's funny because it's the inner child doesn't just want to grieve. Like, the reason it's sharing its emotions with you is because yes, it wants to grieve, but the inner child, once it grieves, it goes right back to its energizing, loving, high vibe self that just wants to explore and have some fun and have some friends and do some cool stuff. Your inner child's inspired through the everyday, and they just want to have fun and live their life. And I feel like those are the emotions that it also wants to express to us, but we haven't been daring enough to listen to that either. Until now. I'm lying. We've been listening to it, but I feel like we're really going to listen. Like, it's going to go to a deeper, we're gonna go into a deeper level of love and trust within ourselves and our inner child. Like, it's gonna be more it's a deeper sense of love, a deeper bond between the two, and it's well needed. It's needed. So allow those moments to come in and take place. You're gonna feel better. Some of you guys, your inner child wants to kind of like heal from things that it absorbed when it was a child and it was not their stuff. So your inner child absorbed things, right? Or you absorbed things when you were a child and it was not yours. So now your inner child has been confused, or you've been confused and lost ever since because you don't know who you are. You could have had an issue with identity because of all the shit people projected onto you that are not yours. It's not who you are. And so now your inner child is asking you to like free itself from that. So you'll know who you are by listening to your inner child, because it's telling you what it wants, what it is, how it has fun. It tells you all of that. and it's clearing away all the things that it's not. Then all of a sudden your nervous system feels so much better, right? You can breathe. You're not so tense and scared, and then you don't have too many issues with people's energy, because you could be that type of person that receives energetic vibrations from others. You can sense them, and it can be very scary to discern between the two. You're gonna have a better it's going to be easier when you deal with people now, because you know what's yours and what's not. So you can discern between the two and then establish a good firm boundary. This all has to do with you listening to the inner child and then healing from shit that is not yours. It is not your responsibility to carry stuff from your past. Okay? But now you're going to understand why you were always felt like you were carrying things that weren't yours. You could have felt lost and confused and never known why. You could have been really hard on yourself and not understand why. It's because you absorb too many people's projections. And that will really like damage. That damages people. This is why people struggle with identity. Because you were told you were one thing your whole life, or they try to project their shit, their insecurities onto you, and that's a hard thing to carry as a child. You don't understand it. You integrate with that, and you're like, oh, this is me, this is who I am. Going around not understanding, trying to operate from some type of limited belief system that are not aligned to who you really are, because that's somebody else's projections onto you. This is how limited belief systems needs to be end up getting shattered. You see it for what they are. This isn't you. That's not your words. Those are your parents' beliefs onto you, or whoever traumatized you. That's their beliefs onto you, and you're going to send that back. Send that back to whoever that belongs to. And you do. You free yourself. And now your inner child feels relief and it's happy because it's starting to know who it is. And you enjoy every minute of it. Totally, yes. Perfect. All right, that was for my Virgo. I wanted to call you Leo. Virgo, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're hitting hard today, y'all. I love it. I love it. I feel a lot of love here. For the inner child, justice for the inner child. Hi, Furious Pharaoh, welcome. Thank you to everybody who likes, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. Thank you for making this the best thing ever. I love you guys. I really do. I love you guys so much. Num num num. Nathan. Num num num. You know what? I'm gonna eat me a chip. Stop playing with me. I know it's so bad. I'm human, y'all. Please forgive me. I reached my goal weight anyway, so I'm happy. Actually, I passed it. You know, these last 3 years, I've been focusing on losing weight because I was already considered, I was so close to being pre-diabetic. My cholesterol was through the roof. Like, it was bad. My health was really fucking bad. Like, my body, I was obese. Like, it was bad. And so these last 3 years, I've just been focused on eating healthier, which sucked, working out, and just really focusing on getting myself together, because I used to be a fit person my whole life. And then I got through severe depression and I wanted to not live. I'm just being honest. So I ate my pain away. And now I'm back to a good weight. But because I worked really hard, so I'm eating a chip for celebration. We're celebrating, yay. I'm not pre-diabetic. Thank you, Mahina. Yeah, it was bad, y'all. And it's because I'm short, so I can't be that big. Like, I was looking like a meatball and shit. Okay. That was 3, but who's counting? 3 chips. Alright, y'all. Y'all ready? Ready. Okay. Who's this reading for? Scorpio. Oh, of course, it's you. I want to cry. I feel like somebody is going to be very kind to themselves this week. It's almost as if like you're going to see yourself like the way your ancestors see you. Because you know how we're the hardest on ourselves? Our ancestors see us with like all this love, this adoration. They like love us beyond like what we can understand, right? It's like unconditional love, right? And it's like this week we see that, we see how they love us, and then it's like they're telling us, please love yourself the way we love you, see yourself the way we see you. And then this is you right here. This whole time you could have felt discouraged, like you weren't enough, like you keep fucking up, like you never learn your lesson. You could be feeling like really depressed, sad, and then it's like just feeling like you want to give up, or maybe you gave up, and then it's like the universe is like, no, like you're doing a fantastic job. The work you're doing is phenomenal. Like you're the only one that's brave enough to get yourself back up. Like you fell and then you're getting yourself back up, but they're picking you up. And so you could feel like discouraged because you feel like you're never going to learn certain lessons, or you're never going to get through something, but you will. And that's why they're laughing and they're smiling, because they know you will. They have so much hope for you. They know you're going to win, even when you feel like you're not. But the minute you pick yourself up, I feel like somebody just struggles so much that they don't want to even get up. Like they're lying on the floor and they don't want to get up. But the universe keeps telling them, like, you're going to win, you're going to win. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And then you get yourself back up. And you still smile. Because all you keep hearing is them telling you, you won, you won, you won. So the minute you pick yourself back up, the universe is going to come in and they're going to like just show you how far along you actually are. Because you don't see it, you don't believe it, you don't think you're going to survive this. You don't think you're going to make it through the healing, right? But you will. And the universe is going to show you, look how quickly things are going to move for you the minute you take action on something or you get back up again and try. The universe is going to mirror that or show you like you've transformed. And this is the type of, it's what you need. I think they're trying to give you what you need, because right now it's like, it's so easy to get lost and blame yourself and victimize yourself. It's so easy to do that, but it's like you're getting back up. You're showing the universe that you want better, that you're going to learn your lessons, that you want to be in the game, you want to win. And they see that. They really see that. I hope you know that. You got the Ten of Cups. It came out of reverse. The Ten of Cups. They also want this for you. A really happy, loving life. And you have that already. You just need to see it. Get back up. Put yourself out there again. Meaning like live for yourself. Live for yourself. Go through the healing. Finish it. Forgive yourself for not doing it faster. Forgive yourself for, you know, whatever it is that you carry. The guilt, the shame, the fear, for letting people, you know, put fear on you, and then you carrying that fear and thinking that if you step out of line, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna die. It's certain fears that I feel like we still carry, that we're working through. But with the Ten of Cups, it's like, this is what's ahead. A really happy, loving, stable life, and you deserve that. You really do. And if you don't believe it, it's okay. The universe is trying to put those words into your head every single day until you believe it. They're going to believe for you before you do. They're going to encourage you to get up. They're going to help you get up while you're doing it. Somebody's going through a death and rebirth, which is why it's so painful. They know how painful it is. Yeah, it's like you've been walking around this whole time trying to pretend that it doesn't bother you, trying to put up a front like you're not in pain, you're not hurt, you're not sad. You've been trying to like kind of dismiss your own emotions, and this week it's like, no, you have to be accepting, or like not even you have to be, it's like, see that you this shit really hurts. So you finally let yourself see and hear and feel the things you couldn't, without judgment, because this shit really matters. What you're transitioning out of really matters. What you're letting go of really matters, because it mattered to you at one point and it still does, and I feel like you finally accept that. I feel like you're trying to be stronger than what you have to be, because you can't really sit in that pain of acceptance that this is really, something's over or you've changed. You really have. And it's time for you to allow yourself to see that. All the growth, all of this, all the hard work and effort that you put in, it's actually trying to show you in the physical. Allow the physical, the universe, the 5D, to show you that you've changed. And in order for you to see that, you have to embrace how you feel about letting go, or just getting up and trying again. Starting over. Okay? Okay. Anything else? King of Cups is, I'm not getting a King of Cups energy here. I'm actually getting like, you're really sad. And you're finally gonna let the universe come in and show, like, it's like you allowing the universe to show you that. It's showing you that something has changed. Not just your exterior, right? But something within you changed. You really did grow. You really have moved yourself to a whole different place. And I feel like some part of you is having a hard time kind of believing it or accepting it. And I feel like you do. And the way you do that is by getting up and keep trying again. You're going to try again. You're gonna really accept. Not accept. I already said what I said. I don't think I need to add more to that. I'm trying to be careful with the way I say it because I feel like this is somebody who's really hurt. Scorpio, you're really fucking hurt. And I feel like you've been trying so hard, and if you feel like really down on your luck, or you're feeling really like just horrible, and if the universe is trying to tell you that they're here for you and that things did change, just let them, give them a chance to show you that you changed. And you will. Because ultimately you want the 10 of Cups, which is happiness, a family, love, friendships, happy life. You want this, and they want this for you as well. They can't wait until you receive that, which should be happening very soon. But you have to get up and try. Just accept what happened, or accept the transition. If you accept the transition, it'll be fine. Things will go faster for you. Okay? Yeah, you will be happy. I promise you will be happy, is what they're saying. Okay. That was for my Scorpios. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Sagittarius. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Love, love, love. Love. It's funny how Mahina put the heart sign, and I went up to put the heart sign with her, and a card fell over, and it's like, they're like, it's celebration time. Celebrate good times, come on. Dun, 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 dun. Celebrate good times, come on. Look at that. Somebody's celebrating. I feel like your ancestors, your angels, they're celebrating. Is that a feather? It is a feather. Yeah, they're celebrating you. Getting this is you though. You're getting up and you're celebrating because like there's a new chapter to look forward to, but you're a little scared. Or there's a part of you that's kind of like, is this really happening? Am I ready for this? There's a little uncertainty on your end about your celebration or celebrating. Maybe you've let a big chapter has finally closed and you're letting all of that go. You're still in the residue of it, which is why it's like you want to celebrate, but it's really difficult too right now because you don't feel like celebrating. But the ancestors, your guys, are celebrating you because they know that you hit a milestone. Sagittarius, you hit a milestone here. But you don't want to come out. You don't want to party. You don't want to celebrate. Nope. You just want to stay in your room and lock yourself in. Because you're going through, I feel you finally accepted something here. You have nourishment. Sagittarius. We're almost done. We're almost done. This is you. I feel like the ancestors are trying to give you something. They're trying to tell you, hey, look, we're giving you a gift. We're giving you a gift. It's time to be happy. It's time to celebrate. And you're like, no, I'm not ready. You told the universe I'm not ready. And this is what's on the way. You're birthing something. You're literally birthing a new life for yourself, but you don't want to get up and go live it. You're too sad right now, but that's okay. It's like you're giving yourself the time you need. But I'm telling you, in about 2 weeks, you're going to feel so much better. Because, I don't know, it's something like you understand that it's time to go live your life. You can grieve, but it's time to go live your life. Hey, KK. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, give yourself grace while you're transitioning. It's really hard. I feel like somebody's new life has started and they're just like, it's having a hard time getting up and wanting to face it, because while your new life started, simultaneously your old one ended, and you're still like, what the hell? That's okay. Trust me, in a month you're gonna be feeling a lot better. I promise. But this is definitely the time to grieve and have a lot of love and patience for yourself. But the door's still open, so whenever you're ready to come out and play, the universe is gonna be like, yeah, we're here. Because it's the finish line. Okay? Alright, Capricorn. 86, 63. Oh, 23. 23. Cappy, about my love. To clear that out. Okay. Cappy. Alright, TMKC, are you ready? So same cards, what the hell? I feel like you've been focusing on your own thing, like your own craft, work. You've been focused on you, nothing else but you. And because you've been so focused on you and your stuff, it almost seems like by you doing that, you've been protecting something. It's like you've been watching over something, protecting something, guarding something. And now it's like, maybe you've been just sitting still, focusing on you. And now the universe is like, okay, you've been doing your thing, great. But you're birthing a new version of you. You're birthing something. You may not realize you're doing this. This could be like energetically, and you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, but you will in a couple of days. The universe is like, okay, you have choices now. You have choices, 2 choices. Do you want to sit still and work on the like trying to prepare yourself for something, or do you choose a certain path? It's like you have a choice between 2 paths, and or you could just sit still. But I don't see you doing that. I feel like you know it's time to move. Some part of you is time to move. So you're gonna move. I think you are. We don't know for sure. You could still stay where you're at. I feel like you're gonna make the choice to take action, and then it's like destiny comes in. Divine purpose, passion, service. You're gonna allow yourself to be taken by the path that you choose. Because you could stay where you're at, but I don't see you doing that. I see you moving forward. Divine purpose, destiny, passion, service. Timing. Yeah. This is what you've been aligning to this whole time. Whether you wanted to accept it or not, this is your birthright. Birth, but it's your birthright. You were always meant to go down this path. I just think you could have delayed it, or you weren't ready to move. You're ready now. So, you're going to take certain actions this week, and when you do, you'll know. You'll feel it instantly, like click, I'm on the new path. Alright. What else? She said, please resonate. Well, I don't know. I hope it is. I mean, you came right back on time. Is it resonating? That's right, man. You know, she said, absolutely. I feel like you're gonna meet somebody here. A boss. For some of you guys, not everybody. Maybe one or two of you. You're gonna meet a boss. Oh, the sun did want to come out. Like a job. If this is a job, I feel like there's something here about you you doing something, a career path or some type of job, employment that you resonate with this, or this is something that you feel is something you can enjoy doing and you get along with the staff. You get along with like the boss or like the community in the workplace. You vibe with them, you believe in what they're doing, and so it's going to be like an instant connection, an instant click with them, and you'll know it's for you. Some of you guys may feel reluctant about that, but I feel like there's going to be a boss that really likes you, and I mean like in a I don't want to say parent-child dynamic. I want to say more like somebody who's older and they really get along with you. You guys get along. Like you guys work well together. Interesting. You're going to be much happier here in this new career or whatever this is. For some of you guys, I'm getting a parent-child dynamic, like a dad and a child. Like you talk to your dad or your dad talks to you. There could have been some issues there, some resentments, and then you talk about it. And it's like you guys come out stronger than ever. This isn't for everybody. Very few. For others of you guys, you have a conversation with somebody who reminds you of your dad. They could be a significant other that reminds you of your father. When you have a conversation with them, you're going to understand that this is deeper. So the reason this person triggered you was because of something your dad and you had. Some discord you had with your dad as a child, and maybe you didn't have the opportunity to discuss this with your authentic dad, your real dad. So this conversation of healing that you're having with this person, it could be anyone, but that reminds you of your dad. It's going to bring some healing to you because you could not have the original conversation with your dad. If this is your dad, you're going to have a conversation with them and it's going to change you. You're going to receive the healing that you need. Somebody here's a daddy's girl. I don't know who this is. All right. Anything else for Cappy before we move on? Yeah. Interesting. I feel like somebody has a father figure here. You're gonna meet somebody that's like you're gonna meet a masculine, or you have a masculine in your life who you worship. Like you're grateful for them, or you see them as like a savior, a warrior. You see them that way. There's a lot of love between you two. I don't know who this is, but there's a lot of love between the two of you. You just always wanted to feel protected, and I feel like this person protects you. They guide you. But I feel like you emulate this person. It's like you go in service, or wherever you end up going, you're going to meet this person, and you're gonna respect them, okay? All right, that was for my Capricorns. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Aquas. Aquas. I need some. Okay. Let's use Black Moon Astrology because I haven't used those in so long. It's been a minute. It's been months. I'm going to use those, and which one else? I'm going to use a whole bunch. The Anime Tarot deck, and then dimensions, magical dimensions. Oof. Okay. Too many cards. I'm just gonna keep one. I feel like somebody is getting ready to have kids, or they're about to tell somebody that they're pregnant. They're pregnant with kids. Somebody's hiding that they're pregnant. Congrats. Somebody's afraid to tell the family members that they're pregnant. Why are you afraid to tell them? Oh, Taurus, they want to come out. Yeah, some of you guys are either you're pregnant, or you're like you're making a whole bunch of money now, and you're afraid to tell your family that like you have good news, or like every time you have good news, you're afraid to tell them. But this one is you're scared to tell them. For whoever this is, you're pregnant. You're conceiving a child. And this child's going to be very blessed and abundant and a loving, they're going to grow up in a loving home. That's ridiculous. What else? For others of you guys, you're going to get pregnant. You don't even know you're getting pregnant. Congratulations. You're going to have like you're going to find out around like November, December, or some shit like that. Some of y'all are just protection, you want kids because I feel like someone's going to have a baby. Or you're going to find out your girl is pregnant, and you're going to be like, you're going to be shocked. That was for somebody there. For the others of you guys, self-note, life's debt. Yeah, somebody's having, just be mindful because you could be having sex with somebody who's of lower energy. And you want to conceive a child with someone who's not in a high frequency, because if you conceive children from a lower frequency, they tend to be karmic children. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're having sex with somebody conceiving with somebody who's of higher light. That way you receive a baby that doesn't struggle so much. Doesn't struggle in life. Yeah, somebody's having sex though. Be careful, because you're gonna end up pregnant. You think I'm playing. You guys are behind karmic energy that you could have had sex with or had intercourse with. You're leaving this karmic energy behind that you were so enmeshed with, entangled with, in love with. You're leaving that behind to go to this, so that you can't conceive a child with somebody who's just so much of a higher vibe. You want the happiness, a happy life. You want a stable life with like a very healthy individual, which is why you're leaving the toxic karmic behind. You will not conceive with anybody who is of a lower frequency, because you understand that that's not the type of life you want to have for you or your child. Let's see what else. See you next time. Take care. All right. Anything else before we move on? Two of Pentacles. Love, love, love. Okay, somebody's gonna offer y'all, because you're leaving some person behind. They're gonna try to offer you money. They're gonna try to buy you gifts or kind of like sweet talk you so that you don't leave them. If you're in a relationship, it's almost as if you're gonna get an offer with more money, or like a lot of money. Like somebody's gonna try to buy you, or they're gonna try to like stay with you, like sweet talk you, and like try to get you to stay. And so it's gonna be your choice to stay with this person, stay at this job that is not for you. You know it's not for you. Or do you move on with the 5? It's like knowing that there's something better out there for you that is more aligned, and you will leave. You already have made the decision that you're going to leave, but the lower energies are going to try to convince you to stay. That's what they do. That's their job. They don't want you to reach your highest light. They don't want you to be on your path, because they want you to be here, suppressed, oppressed, whatever. So it's your choice to speak, okay? All right, that was for my Aquarius. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Pisces. We're at the last reading. Yeah, that's for somebody, bro. They're going to have strong will, because they're offering you a lot of money or shit that you would want now. And they bank on staying because they feel like they can buy you. If this is a job offer, they're going to offer you shit like more vacation time, more money, so that you could stay, but you know you're not supposed to be there. Some part of you is saying go. So will you allow them to keep you, even if it's for more money, a lot more money, or do you go where your heart's leading you to? It's your choice. You can do whatever you want. Pisces, Pisces. All these cards are in reverse and shit. Okay, 105. Hey, we did this in a short amount of time, right? I think. Hour and a half is not bad. All right, Aries, I am. Actually, it's almost 2 hours. My bad. I am. There's something here about you guys have been struggling in the depths of the underworld. I'm getting like devil energy from this ram. It was in reverse. It's like the universe is trying to get you, not the universe, lower energy is trying to keep you like limited, believing that you're nothing, that you will never beat the odds. It's trying to like suppress you. It's trying to convince you that you're not worthy of anything better. It's trying to keep you away from your life purpose. But if you flip them over, you know who you are. You know what you're destined for. You know you can do better. You know you can get yourself out of whatever situation you're in right now, because it's not your path. You can get out of whatever that is so that you can be on your way to your path, because your ancestors are telling you there's a better way, there's a better way, there's a better way. Come this way, come this way. Get yourself out. You can do this, you can do this. They keep telling you this because you're destined for something better than where you're at right now. And you know that, but you've been trying to avoid that conversation because you're really down and out right now. I don't think you believe that you can have better, but that is an illusion. That is a lie. You can have better and you will have better. You just have to get yourself out and believe it. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be a single daddy. Because it's not about you. It's about your child. Your child needs a mom and a dad. It needs it. You could be a great dad, but it needs a mom. You know what I'm saying? Two are better than one. It takes two at least to raise a household, right? But yeah, I think you'd be a great dad if you really want to be a dad. Third eye. Yeah, you're breaking away from a limited belief system that the devil or somebody put in your head that you're not going to have better, you can't do better, you can't be better, but you will. You're going to get yourself out and you're going to win, baby, because you've already won. It's time to get yourself out. Get up. You can do this. You got this. Believe in yourself enough to know that there is better out there for you. And you already have it. You just have to literally surrender to the moment and you realize you won. You don't have to work so hard anymore. You don't have to work so hard anymore. Trust me. You don't. I feel like Pisces is going to take that advice and listen to their guides and do the right thing. Whatever that looks like. This is you walking away. It's something you really love. It could be a lifestyle, people, places, things, a codependent, an attachment. It could be something you cope with. Something emotional that you cope with. It could be physical. But you're leaving it behind because you want better. You know you want better and you're going to go build it or get it or find it somewhere else. Not here. You're choosing yourself. Okay? Okay. Alright. That was for my Pisces. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, y'all. That's it. That is it. We are now transitioning into playtime. Does anyone have any questions, comments regarding the reading? Or their life? It's up to them. We could do a 1 card, 1 pull, and then donations for readings, right? Does anybody have a question? I'm fucking starving. All right, well, maybe no one has a question. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to talk a little bit about myself because I'd be like, whatever. Where's your soulmate? I don't know. This is a one card, one pull. So I could pull one card, but you're going to have to donate. Okay? I got two butterflies here. I feel like you connect with this person in the ethers, like in the, not in the physical. You connect with them while you're, whatever ritual you do, you connect with them. But it almost seems like you have somebody here that you already know, that you're still like thinking about. You keep thinking about a specific person. I don't know if you've met this person before, but they're still in your subconscious. It's like you can't let them go, or there's somebody here that has your like your cord. They have you. Because you can't let them go or some shit. I don't know. You think about them all the time. I'm not gonna get in more into it. This is all. That's the one card one pull. You be dreaming about them. You know you're dreaming about them, thinking about them. This is not news to you. I just don't think they're your real soulmate though. It's like an illusion or a fantasy you both created. This isn't the right person for you. But you think they are? I don't know. Yeah. I feel like you've seen them in the 5D, 4D. I don't know, I only drew one card, so I don't know. I have to draw more. But I feel like you have like this imagination about what you think they are or who they are, but they're not that. It's not real, or it's fantasy. Kind of like me when I fantasize about people, like, oh, this person's this person that, like, they're not any of that. All right, y'all. That's all I have for you. Is there anybody else that has any questions before I log out? No. Okay, babies. I love you. Take good care of yourselves.